Alright, so just a little disclaimer for today's video. Right before the blackout dates hit for Silver Pass holders, I decided to go to Magic Kingdom, and I went with the goal of making a video about summer survival in Orlando, and I just so happened to be filming it in the Magic Kingdom. As the night progressed, it was becoming more and more difficult to film, and as I was editing this, it just became one of the cringiest videos I have ever made. And I've been sitting on this video for quite a while, debating on whether or not I would actually release it. But instead of just throwing all the footage away, I figured I would just throw all the clips together into this video and just show you guys how cringeworthy this video was. I am not happy with the way this video came out at all. I don't like the clips, and none of this had anything to do with Coda, because she was the person behind the camera most of the time, and we were having fun with it. You know, it got to a point where we were just not really caring and just having fun with it. Coda is not the one who made this video bad. It was just everything that I was doing. I'm just not happy with how the video came out and with what I was doing and what I was saying. It was just really weird. So this video has minimal cuts, minimal edits, and it's just the struggles that I faced when I am inside the park having to film a video, when I have an idea in my head and it just doesn't translate well into video. So I might make this like a proper video in the future where I go back into the park and I you know, try and make it better. I filmed this when I was at like 600-700 subscribers, so it was back in May, a little while ago, before my channel really blew up. So I wasn't going to put this video out with my current subscriber count now, because it is just a terrible video, really bad. So that's why the title of this video is just it's a cringe video, very cringy. So you guys feel free to watch it if you want to. If not, that's totally fine. This is just for those who really want to see what it looks like behind the scenes with minimal edits and everything, just what I go through inside the park. And what I go through when Coda is behind the camera. Sometimes it just gets pretty hilarious. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's not supposed to be a serious video by any means, but yeah, get ready for cringe, guys. It's bad. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, as a lot of you are probably aware, we are in the middle of summer right now, and it is hot here in Orlando, Florida. Like, really hot. So I figured I would come down to the Magic Kingdom to give you guys some insider tips on how to survive the summer here in Orlando. Let's get started. First of all, can I just say how cool this is? Look at that. We have the entire train to ourselves. The train is parked here at Main Street Station, and you are able to just come up to the train up close and just do whatever you want. You're able to take as many pictures as you want and to get up close and personal with the train. We have the conductor up there, and we also have one of the managers, we have one of the conductors up there. We also have one of the station managers over here as well, if you're able to ask questions. There's just a lot of cool things to do. So this is really cool. So the first tip that I can give you guys actually starts right here. It is about 7 o'clock at night here at the Magic Kingdom, but as you can see, it's still pretty bright outside. The sun is setting. We're in the middle of summer, so the days are a lot longer. So about 7 o'clock at night, this is where our first tip starts. If you guys are staying here at the Magic Kingdom, if you guys are staying at the Walt Disney World Resort at a hotel, then the worst time to be in a park is between noon and 5 o'clock. That is going to be the hottest time of day to come to the Magic Kingdom, both crowd-wise and temperature-wise. So, if you come to the parks nice and early, you can get a lot of stuff done before it gets too hot. Around noon rolls around, then go ahead, leave the park, go back to your hotel, enjoy the pool, have some lunch, take a nap, and just get yourselves refreshed for the nighttime. Come back at about 5:30, 6 o'clock-ish. When the sun starts to go down, the temperature drops. You know, it's still gonna be pretty hot in the park, but it's not gonna be as hot. Recently, the temperatures have been in the mid-90s, and with the humidity and everything else, it feels like 100 degrees plus. So it's definitely really, really hot. So if you go back to your hotel, avoid the temperatures, then you'll avoid the worst of it. So yeah, tip number 1, come back to the park about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Take your break in the middle of the day, go back to the hotel. So it is currently about 7:30 right now at the Magic Kingdom here in Orlando. And as you can see, it's still pretty bright outside. It is the summer, so the days are a lot longer. So the first tip that I have for you guys is if you guys are staying here at the Walt Disney World Resort at a resort hotel, you guys can come to the Magic Kingdom or any of the Walt Disney World Resort parks early in the morning. If there's magic hours in the morning, go ahead and take advantage of that. You guys can go ahead and get a bunch of the rides done and just see and do a lot of different things. The worst time to be in the park is between noon and 5 in the summer. Only temperature-wise and crowd-wise, it is the hottest time of day to be in the park. And recently, the temperatures have been resting at around 95 degrees in the mid 90s, but with the humidity and everything else, it feels like 100 degrees. So if you guys leave the park at about noon, 1 o'clock-ish, go back to the hotel, take a dip in the pool, have some lunch, take a nap, come back at about 5:30, 6 o'clock-ish, the sun will already start to go down, and you will have the rest of the night to enjoy the park. You won't be in the middle of those 100-degree temperatures. Granted, it's still going to be humid, it's still going to be hot, but you're not going to be in the worst of it. So that's something that I definitely recommend to anybody that is staying here. If you are not staying at a Walt Disney World Resort and you don't have the luxury of being able to go back to a resort hotel in the middle of the day and you want to be here the entire day, then the rest of these tips are for you. Look at me, I'm already sweating. I'm just standing here in the shade. It is hot. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Guys, it is getting really hot here in Orlando, Florida, and I have the video for you. Guys, it is getting really hot in Orlando, Florida, and this is the video for you. Guys, it is getting really hot here in Orlando, Florida, and if you're worried about the heat and your Walt Disney World vacation, then this is the video for you. So, like I was saying earlier, if you are not staying at a Walt Disney World Resort hotel and you don't have the luxury of going back to your resort hotel for a midday break, then these next tips are going to be for you, starting right here. These two stores behind me that you see, the Emporium and the Main Street Confectionery, are going to be our next tip. Let's head on inside the Emporium, shall we? Feels good to soak up the AC. So you're probably taking one quick look at this place and saying, wow, this place is actually pretty crazy. Why would you want to come in here? In the middle of the day, at about 2, 3 o'clock-ish, when the sun is right in the center of the sky, and it is just baking outside, and I mean baking. There's not a cloud in the sky, no rain, no nothing. The Main Street Emporium is going to be the place to be. You're going to avoid all the traffic that is outside of Main Street. You're going to come in here. If you can have tunnel vision and not look at any of the merchandise that you want to buy immediately and get from one end to from the Main Street Emporium over to Casey's Corner, then you're in the clear. You have soaked up a lot of AC, and any little bit helps. So if you come to the Magic Kingdom and you're looking for any kind of shade, then just come into the Main Street Emporium, make your way on by, and any other kind of shade that you can find is definitely going to be the best thing to do. When it's about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and the sun is right in the center of the sky and it is baking, it's hitting 100 degrees, you're seeing all the guests out there becoming lobsters, they're all sunburnt, just rotisserie style guests in the park. It is going to be such a godsend to come inside the Main Street Emporium, even just for a little bit. You come inside, take your time, walk from one end to the other, and just soak up as much AC as you can. And that's something that, you know, you have to do for the rest of the park. Any little bit of AC, any little bit of indoor time is going to be absolutely necessary for you guys to come and any little bit of AC, any little bit of shade is going to be absolutely important. Any little bit of AC, any little bit of shade is going to be super important for you guys to soak up when you guys are here in the park in the middle of summer, because shade and AC is a hot commodity and you're going to be begging for any type of indoor style attraction or shop or anything in the middle of summer. So pro tip number 2 when you guys are inside the Magic Kingdom. So summer survival tip number 2 when you're here in Orlando on your Walt Disney World vacation. Be sure to soak up any and all AC that you can. At around 2-3 o'clock in the day, the sun's going to be right in the center of the sky. It's going to be 100 degrees outside. All the guests outside are going to be rotisserie style. They're going to be cooking. You're going to see lobsters and tomatoes walking around everywhere. Don't let that be you. Soak up any kind of shade or AC that you can in the park while you're walking around. If you can cut through the Main Street Emporium, if that's part of your plans, then go ahead and do that. If you're walking around Tomorrowland, cut through some of the gift shops. Adventureland, same thing, some of the gift shops. Also, be sure to hit any of the indoor attractions that you can, because those attractions are always full of AC. Even walking outside, that's how they bait you in. You feel the AC just blowing from the inside of those attractions. So definitely be sure to soak in as much AC as you can while you're here in Orlando on your summer vacation. So, summer survival tip number 3. You might have noticed in my other videos that I tend to carry around a towel or two every once in a while whenever I go to a theme park. That's for good reason. Use it to wipe your sweat. If you are staying at a Walt Disney World Resort Hotel or any resort hotel in general in the Orlando area, you'll more than likely find some of these towels. Now, if the hotel is very lenient and doesn't charge you for any missing towels, then go ahead and swipe some of those towels, bring them to the theme park, stuff them in your pockets, in your backpack, and just use them to wipe off the sweat that is on your brow, on your head, anywhere else that it might be, not going into any further details. So, that is theme park tip number 3. Grab a towel, use it wisely, and use it as often as you can. Alright, summer survival tip number 4. As you can see, we are inside Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe. So, when you guys are here in the middle of the day and you're not able to go back to your resort hotel, you're going to get really thirsty. You're not going to want to spend $3 on a bottle of water for each member of the family. So while you stop off for some lunch at any quick service location that serves fountain beverages, be sure to stop and ask for some cups of ice water. You can get as many as you want, and you can also pair it with whatever kind of fountain beverage you want regularly. Now, the tip is to go stop at Walmart or somewhere before you come and pick up one of these cheap bottles. What are they called? Cody, help me out.
Ozark Trail.
Huh?
Ozark Trail. Or insulated? What word are you going for?
I'm just gonna get the part out. So before you make the trip down here, stop at Walmart or something and pick up one of these cheap insulated water bottles. Bring it with you to the park. Of course, walk into the park with it empty. You're gonna be able to take whatever cup of ice water that you get and just put it inside the water, or into the bottle, and just save it for the rest of the day. And that way, whenever you're not near a quick service location, the insulation, the bottle keeps the ice nice and cold all day long, and you'll be able to refill it as often as you want.
Never mind, sounds good. Talking.
All right, summer survival tip number 5. First of all, is Shani in the shot? No? All right. Take 3.
I can't.
All right, summer survival tip number 5.
High five, man.
Take 3.
It's 4. 4 now.
4, sorry. All right, summer survival tip number 5. Stop. All right, summer survival tip number 5. Can you stop? You're making me laugh. You're making me laugh. I can't be serious. All right, summer survival tip number 5. If you are planning on spending the entire day here at the theme park, one thing that I definitely want to mention is do not follow what I am doing and wearing a dark shirt. Do not wear a dark shirt in general to the park, especially black. Black absorbs a lot of heat, and it is just going to be miserable. You're just going to be miserable the entire day. So what you're going to want to do is wear bright colored shirts, or if you can, some moisture wicking shirts. Some of the athletic fit shirts, the ones that are a little bit lighter and less...
What?
What?
Nothing! I'm making fun of you. Moisture wicking shirts.
Now I'm going to start over again. Hold on.
That towel. Hack number 3. Getting put to use.
Alright, summer survival tip number 5. If you are planning on spending the entire day here at a theme park in Orlando, it is going to be really hot. And what you don't want to do is what I'm doing right now, is wearing a dark shirt. Some of these really dark, thick cotton shirts are going to be really, really hot, especially if you're wearing black. You need to stop, okay? Because I can't concentrate. Because I'm trying to speak and then I'm trying to read what you're saying.
How many C's? How thick?
I'm gonna fire my camera.
photo?
Alright, I lost count of how many takes.
Egglet, don't forget it. A-G-L-E-T, egglets.
That's how I figured out what the hell that was called.
Take.
However many.
Infinity.
1 hour later.
Alright, summer survival tip number 5. If you are coming to the theme parks and you're going to be spending the entire day here, one thing that you definitely don't want to do is what I'm
Talking over the fireworks.
I think the world's against me.
I can't catch a break here. I can't.
I can't even.
Alright. Take number 623.
Paige.
Okay. Alright, summer survival tip number 5. If you are going to be spending the entire day here at a theme park in Orlando, do not do what I'm doing, and that's wearing a dark shirt, especially black. Black absorbs heat and you are just going to be miserable the whole day. What you're going to want to try to do is wear a brighter, more athletic fit shirt that's moisture wicking. It's a very thin material. Just try to wear thin material shirts. If you are going to decide to wear a tank top, definitely be sure to put on some freaking sunblock and not turn into a lobster, because you will be rocking the tan lines and the sunburn line, and you definitely don't want that. So, recap. Number 5, wear bright colored, light shirts.
Yay!
I was kind of waiting for as soon as you talk more
It's a blue
fireworks.
dot. What is that blue dot? It's right here. It's a little blue dot on your little camera. It's a blue dot. And it's gone. But it's up here.
It's an orb.
There's a blue dot on your screen. Right here. That little motherfucker. See, like, here.
It's an orb.
When you point at the sky.
No, it's still there. Huh.
But it moves though. It's not like it's just like on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably the lighting.
A-G-L-E-T.
Alright, I wish I was joking when... No, I'm not gonna do that.
You're doing this all yourself.
I know. Just a little side note, if you're a fat guy like me and you want to ride Splash Mountain, try to avoid riding in the front row unless you want to get completely soaking wet, because I can wring out my shirt right now.
You see the puddle?
That's not sweat. That is water. That was absolutely insane. I got absolutely soaking wet, which leads me to summer survival tip number 6. Take advantage of the water rides that are inside the parks. If it is hot, then please take advantage of the water rides and think beforehand, especially here at Walt Disney World, where you have to make your Fast Pass reservations ahead of time. If you know you're going to be here in the summer and you know it's going to be hot, make your Fast Pass for a water ride. Just do yourself a favor and do that and not worry about the stress. Make it for the middle of the day. That way it feels glorious when you get off the ride. Right now it's nighttime. It's humid. There's no sun. I'm not going to dry off. It is way too humid for me to dry off. So I'm just going to have to change my clothes before I get back inside the car before I leave. But yeah, that is actually one of the last tips for the night. We will see you back at the front of the park. Alright guys, so this was just a real quick video giving you guys some of the more important tips on how to survive summer here in Orlando. If you guys want some more tips that I have, then go ahead and leave a like down below and leave a comment. Let me know that you guys want some more. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. It is a different style video. I'm trying to get into more of the informative type videos in this channel, and I'm just trying out a different style other than, you know, sitting at home at my desk talking to you guys. I'd rather go on location and actually talk to you guys. So again, if you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below, please subscribe to the channel if you are new and you enjoy the content and you want to see more. And with that, we are off and we will see you guys in the next video.